Do you ever think to yourself, if I just have the proof, then I'll believe it? Here's the thing, some of you do have proof and you still don't, which goes to show that nothing is going to be able to solve an internal validation issue. I just got off a call with one of my wonderful clients, and here's what you can learn about a woman who is just done $30,000 in sales and is almost going to close the month at $42,000 this month. She is still sobbing on the phone, feeling like a failure. And when we got down to the brass tacks of everything, and I started to provoke her subconscious mind in different ways to give me the answers to the question, we traced it back to a time where she got an acknowledgement as one of the top, florists in the entire United States. But her mother said, well, then why didn't you get top 5? And although she has an incredible, amazing, wonderful relationship with her mother now, her mother gives her all the validation and all the wonderful things, and they speak, and she completely gasses her up. Her subconscious is still hanging on to a time where her mother's words were really needed and they weren't there, and it let her down. Sometimes we have evidence that we are kicking ass. She is making incredible, insane money in her business, but it's never enough because she feels like she is worthless if she's not in a constant state of performance, if she is not earning money, if she is not hitting another goal. And this goes to show a lot of times you don't want the goal. Like, no doubt, $50,000 months are incredible. That's her main goal, right? And we are able to move through that to go from 20 to 30 to she'll end at 40, and probably next month will be 50. But here's the thing. She really just set that goal to be able to then be worthy, to be able to then be deserving, to be able to then not be a loser. And she's chasing, and what we chase, we can never fully receive. This is your public service announcement to really ask yourself when it comes to this situation, why do I want this goal? What is the validation that I'm seeking out of this goal? Because that is where the true wounds lie. Some of us want the 50K month because then we'll be good enough, because then we'll be accomplished, because then we'll be successful, because then we'll get it right. But really, what your soul, not even your mind or your heart or your body, what your soul is craving is that validation right now. And because you're not giving it is what's keeping you in a chasing pattern rather than receiving it. Some of you guys have validation of people telling you you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're successful, you're wonderful, you're incredible. But you ever notice how it's not enough unless you feel it, until you know it in your bones? On my page here, this is what we do. We fundamentally heal our trauma at the root level to be able to fundamentally change the trajectory of our lives. Because once you heal that subconscious and nervous system wound, it's game over. You can't not get your desire at that point because it is law. The only way you don't get it is if you don't actually heal that wound. But once you heal it, you have no choice but to receive it. You have no choice. There is no reality where you heal that wound and God is just cruel and doesn't give it to you. The only reason you haven't got it is because you haven't actually healed that at the fundamental root level. And so your life is a reflection of circumstances that push out until you learn that lesson and heal it at the root level. When you're ready to do that deep work with me, the link is in my bio. I have a 30-day manifestation challenge that's starting in a couple of days, and I have private one-on-one coaching for those heavy hitters that are really ready to unlock the big ticket goals that they have in their life. Whether it's love, whether it's attracting in their life partner, whether it's money, career, business, this law works for everyone and everything. When you actually heal what's keeping you in separation, you have no choice but to receive it.